My name's Frank O'Connor, and I fly dogs for Pilots N Paws, and that's Charlie. I started flying when I was really young. Actually, the first memory I have of flying is with my father. I was 5 years old, in his lap, in an airplane, flying over the beach on Long Island. That was the first time I flew. And that's kind of when I got bit by the bug that says, I want to fly. I flew quite a bit until the late 80s, and then I took a bunch of time off. You know, life happens. I had children and a wife and family, and I was lucky enough to start flying again in 2016. When I was flying, I sometimes you just need a purpose. So often we would try to figure out ways to go fly and enjoy the day, but also do something that was useful or helpful. So I found Pilots N Paws online, and I signed up, and I've been doing flights ever since. Pilots N Paws matches plane owners and pilots with dogs that need to be rescued or moved around for medical purposes or rescue from some event that caused an issue to occur. The bad situation that the dogs could be getting rescued from would be a natural disaster, a hurricane or a tornado. Flooding is typically a big deal. When New Orleans was flooded recently, a couple years back, there was hundreds of dogs that needed to be rescued from there because the shelters were all flooded and non-operational. So we were all over, and we flew up to Virginia, or we flew to North Carolina, or we flew to South Carolina, we flew to Florida. Sometimes one dog, sometimes two. Once we had 6. You turn this on, and that turns on most of the electronics and the primary features of the airplane. And then this one here turns on all of the rest of the avionics. So with those 2 switches on, the airplane comes to life. So all these screens are touch screens. There's not a lot of dials to turn. There are people who say, oh, I love flying the old style. Good for you, go do it. Not me. Nope, I want all the modern avionics because it makes me safer. It makes me and all of my passengers safer. And, for what it's worth, we have Sirius XM so that you have music when you're flying the airplane. So time is time, right? I mean, you got to spend it doing something. Time's going to go by. It never stops. So if you can do something that's good, that's a good use of time. Can you afford to do something that's good at the same? That's the challenge, right? Oh, just a good boy, Charlie. Monster dog. When you do Pilots N Paws, it's a total self-funded thing. There, I get reimbursed for nothing. A short flight up to Bakersfield and back, 3.5 hours of flight time, the wear and tear on the airplane. That short flight probably cost me $2,000. In today's world, in today's day, you struggle with that. Tomorrow is my birthday. So I turn 63 tomorrow. Can I keep doing this until I'm 70? I sure hope so. But, who knows? My health, compensation, and my ability to do it. Can I afford it? All of those things are questions. But right now, I love doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. So how many people are there here in California? 30 million? If we all did 2 or 3 little things for people or for the world, a month, that's 90 million good things a month. That's 1 billion good things a year. Help a little bit when you can. I'm blessed that I'm able to do this. So I take my time and take my airplane, usually with my wife, and we go and spend the day and go do this. it gives purpose to why we learned how to be pilots and why we own airplanes or fly them, because you get a certain amount of freedom, but with freedom comes a certain amount of responsibility. And so if you can do it and have a positive contribution on the world, why not?